Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Skyblock Evolution 2. And today we're going to be getting technical and building a mob sorter. And I am starting things off in my mob farm, which we are going to be adapting today. And this is where I've been between episodes, hacking away at zombies, trying to get some iron. In the last episode we got 1 ingot after the disaster of losing the bucket to all those creepers. And since then, not a bit. I checked my stats after killing a load of zombies and I'd killed about 450 I think, and I didn't get another ingot at all. This is the one from last time, so no more. Haven't had any luck with iron at all, so after this I decided to give the bartering another go and see if we could get any iron that way. Okay, so in the nether, and things have changed a little bit. I got this walkway finished, so it's 3 wide all the way down now. This spawning platform for the piglins is now twice the size it was. It was just here, it was 1 stack of blocks, so I've added another stack, so this is now an 8x16 platform. There's no zombified piglins there, so I can't show you this, but I have been killing absolutely loads of them. And with the gold I've been getting, I've been doing absolute ton of bartering with these things, and this is what we got out of it. So, someone's going to shoot me, are they? Go it, I'm explaining things. So this is what I got out of it. Tons of potions, few water bottles, which will be very handy when we do the potions for converting the villagers. Bit of quartz, which is very nice. And we actually have enough obsidian here to move the nether portal down to the base level now, which is great. But the main thing, we have 29 iron nuggets, which is enough for 3, which is great. But that's not everything, because what I've done, I added this platform in, and this goes all the way down here to the point where I need to go to where mobs will start spawning again. So what I've been doing is, I've been aggroing them down there, and then getting them to run over here to me. I've been swiping away at them, killing them, but as I'm killing them, because I'm out of range of that platform, they can start spawning again, and they're instantly aggro to me, so they just run over, and I just keep killing zombified piglins and getting tons and tons of gold, and that's where I got the gold from to do that battering. But that's not the best bit. When you attack zombified piglins, the zombie reinforcement mechanic kicks in, and we get actual normal overworld type zombies coming at us as well. So I have killed an absolute ton of zombies as well as zombified piglins up here. So from that, I managed to get another 5 iron ingots. So we are rolling in the iron now, and this system, even though it's very crude and it's not at the bottom where the spawns are the best, I got absolutely tons of from this. Actually, let's have a look at the stats. For the mobs, I've killed 943 zombies and 4,204 zombified piglins. That's a bit crazy. Right, I'm going to get back to the overworld and put this iron to some good use. Alright, so we're back in the overworld, and I've just put everything in there for now, because, you know, I don't want to lose it. So I just want to show you this one other thing that I've been doing. So you see all this dirt and grass down here. This is a really easy trick for getting the grass right down to the bottom. And the reason we want grass at the bottom is so we can get the passive mob spawning. And ideally, we would just use a silk touch tool on this and just take it down to the bottom, spread it onto some dirt. That's a nice easy way, but we're a way off being able to get silk touch yet. So this is the easiest way I know of, where you just place them 2 blocks apart, and the grass will spread down. It does take quite a long time, especially as we now have to go down to -64, but we can leave it doing that while we're doing other things, and eventually it will get down there. Okay, so you can see I've split this out a little bit, because I was just trying to figure out what I need. So the 3 things I need to do is a chain, shears, and a bucket. So let's do the bucket first, because that's the thing that we did all this for. Like that. And the shears, that is for a little trick I'm going to show you right now. And then we also need a chain as well, so let's put that in there. And this is one of the crucial components we need for the mob sorter, so we'll keep that safe for now, and we'll use that very soon. And that means I've got 2 iron spare, which is great, and also plenty of gold as well. So I'll just grab what I can, and let's get down there and try and get some more water, because that is the first step, and that is why we need the shears. If you don't know what I'm talking about, all will be revealed, and that was the one that I got last time, so we now have another 3, which is great. We'll put the chain away, don't need that at the minute. And the other thing I need is a bit of bone meal. Might need a bit more, so just grab that. Actually, we don't need much at all. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right. Okay, so what we can do is, in flowing water, if we bone meal down here, we will get... Oh, it works on the wood as well. Great. So we can get seagrass, which is not that exciting. But if we shear it... Where did that go? That's disappeared. Come here. If we shear it, we get the seagrass itself, and what we need to do is get 4 of these. Stop it. Right, see, that is flowing now. That's not good. But what we can do with the seagrass is turn it into kelp. This is one of the custom recipes added in Skyblock Evolution, and this is very, very handy. Now, that's an advancement as well, which is great. And what we can do with this is turn these into water sources. Now, this has gone a bit crazy. I didn't want this to do this. But now I have an infinite water source. So I should probably put this down over here somewhere. I need to go that way, but we'll just do it over here. And I should probably turn these into solid blocks as well. Okay, so put that down here like that. So we can put the water on top. Like that. And is there any more water? So there is. So let's do that there. And we now have infinite water, which is great news. But I'm going to put the bucket away for now. You know, don't want to be losing that. And I need to sort out this mess somehow as well, don't I? Okay, so I've been up there and I've got that sorted now. I got rid of all the water sources that were down here, blocked off the water up there, let it all drain away, and then let it flow again, and just got it going into this one block now. So it's a lot tidier. Got the carrots planted, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. Right, so now I think we need to do the mob sorting. And to explain the why and the how, we're going to jump into a creative world and have a look at the design. Okay, so in the creative test world, I'm just going to go through the mobs that we're going to get from this mob farm. So we have zombie, skeleton, creeper, and witch. And these are all going to come out through the same drop shaft. And what we need to do is figure out how to sort them into separate cells. So the obvious one that everyone knows is creepers can fit below trapdoors, and the other three mobs can't. So that is one technique we are going to use, but there are a couple more that we need to sort out the other three. Now the first question is, why would you want to do this? Why would you want to have the mobs coming down into separate cells? Well, in Skyblock, you sometimes need certain things in a great amount, and there's no other way of getting it. So zombies, very early on, are going to be handy. As we've already seen, we needed them for the iron, and we're also going to want to get some zombie villagers as well. So they will be lumped in with the zombies. I don't think there's any way of sorting those out. But if we can automatically get rid of all the others, like have them drop into the void and just concentrate on zombies, somehow get the zombie villagers out, and then we can convert them and get the villagers going. At other stages, we may just want a ton of bone meal. And then obviously once we get a little bit later game, we're going to need a lot of gunpowder, so that's where these two come in. But also, initially, before we get villagers, this is the only way to get redstone. And there's a few other witch drops as well. There's glowstone and the glass bottles for doing potions. So witch is very handy, and they're also very rare as well. So if we leave the mob farm running, automatically get rid of all the other three, then we should, in theory, end up with a few witches we can kill and hopefully get some of the rarest stuff that we need. Okay, so over here is everything we need for sorting out these four mobs. It might look a little bit complicated, but it's very simple. As you can see, there's no redstone, there's no cats or wolves making the mobs run in separate directions. It's just using water streams and a few basic game mechanics, and then we can sort all these mobs out. So this is the first one. This represents the drop shaft where everything is going to drop down. We have a drop here with water above it. So the way this works is, if we put a skeleton in and a zombie, these two will just drop down because they do not try and swim up in water. Undead mobs just sink. And this creepers and the witches, they do the opposite. They will swim up and go across the top. Now, I only have a 2 wide gap here, but you could do this for the whole length that the water will flow. So you could have this going 7 blocks above signs, and they will not fall through. They will just swim at the top of that, and then the skeletons and zombies will fall through. And that would be handier if you had a really high output farm, but for us, at the minute, this is more than good enough. So if we just spam a few of these in here, you can see it does get clogged up and backed up a little bit, but eventually they all get through and they all end up in the right spot. Now, I'm not going to worry about the baby zombies. They're just going to carry on. You could sort them out separately if you wanted to, but I'm going to leave them going in for now. Right, so the next bit, we need to sort out the creepers and the witches, and that's what this bit's for. And we're just using the trapdoor trick here. So they'll all fall in here, flow along there, and then the creepers will fall down into this gap, into this water stream, and down there. The witches are too tall, so they'll just carry on to the end and fall down onto the purple block. So if you just put a few of these in here, should see this working nicely. Right, so you can see the creepers going down there, witches are just going to the end, and there we go. Simple as that. That's the nice easy one. And then we just have the zombies and the skeletons to sort out. And the trick to this is the skeletons are slightly taller than the zombies. So if they fall in here, I'm going to get pushed along in this corner. Now, I will get pushed up here, and the zombies would be the same as well. They will get pushed this way. But the skeletons are slightly taller. So having this chain here, and that's why I need to get that iron to get this chain, their head will be up to that. So that means that they can't go up this way. So if we just demonstrate that, we'll see that working. So if we just put a zombie in there, he should come this way. Like that. And then the skeleton, that will go along that way because it's too tall to get in here. So if we spam these in again, it should still go into the right spot, and just like that. Oh no, baby zombie's gone the wrong way, but never mind. Okay, so now we know how it all works, we can get back into the Skyblock world and get this thing built. Okay, so after a little bit too long, I actually got this thing done. And it's all working. And as you can see, we have only zombies in here. And the way I've got it set up is, skeletons will go into this one, creepers into here, and witches into this one. And I've come up with a very low-tech solution of just getting rid of the creepers and the skeletons, so I can concentrate on the zombies for now. And yeah, we're just dropping them into the void and blocking this off. Once we get some pistons, this will be a lot easier. We can just click a button or flick a lever and yeah, set it up like this. But for now, we're doing it this way. So yeah, I'm concentrating on the zombies because I'm trying to get some villagers. So we'll have a tour of this in a second. But I've noticed there are some zombie villages in here. So I'm going to try and get them. Because if I go too far away, they're going to despawn. So what I'm thinking is if I put a boat in the corner here, they might jump into it. And obviously there's a lot of zombies in there, and I'm probably not going to get them straight away. But if we just put a... Oh, we've got a block. Oh yeah, I've already got one iron ingot out of this as well, which is great. So let's put a block there. And if I put a boat on there... oh, it's not going to let me do, is it? Can I do it? Yeah, there we go. Right, we have a zombie, which we don't want. The great thing about this is this will stop them despawning. Now, can I push that way a bit? No, that way. That way. There. Go on. That's not working. I thought this would work. They're all bunched at that side a bit, aren't they? Where's the... No, it needs to go that way a bit more, doesn't it? Alright. Come on. Get in the boat. Well, one went in it, so why would... Oh, there we go. There's one. Right, oh no, the entity grabbing out. Right, there we go. I got one. Oh, and he's taking damage. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Got to just... Well, this is an efficient way of killing zombies. Alright. Definitely going to need to set something up better than this for next time. I do have an idea which will work better than this, but I just thought if there's an easy way of doing it, we'll go for it. But no, go it. Right. Okay, never mind. We'll get that another time. At least we got an iron ingot out of it. And that was quite necessary because, yeah, I died again. I decided to add another little bit on to get rid of the baby zombies, and that meant going out this way a little bit, and I only had the cobblestone up to about here, and yeah, I fell off and I had the bucket on me, so yeah, that's another bucket gone into the void, and that shouldn't be there. Yeah, this happens every now and then. We'll get a creeper in this. Right, you're not helping my point. So yeah, lost a bucket, but luckily I had another 3 iron ingots, so that was the last of it I had, so I was extremely careful after doing that. But now, we're all set up, and we can get a few more iron ingots from doing this, but the main thing we're looking for is zombie villagers, so that is what we're going to be doing next time. Definitely, we want to get some zombie villagers and get those converted. So that is a bit of a process in itself. We already have the gold and the apples to make the golden apples, but we also need to get some potions as well, and we're nowhere near at that stage yet. So let's have a quick sleep, and we'll have a look around this thing. Right, so let's have a look around this thing in Spectator so we can see what's going on. Unfortunately, I couldn't build it out of glass because I'm not at the glass stage yet. So I've had to build it all out of solid blocks, so I can't see what's going on. And unfortunately, I can't show you without going into Spectators. So I'm leaving myself here so we can still have mobs spawning and we can see them flowing through this system. So, first up, the platform where they all spawn is in here. And hopefully we should see that they do walk towards this. Sometimes they do a bunch up in here and they're a bit stubborn about walking towards here. But as you can see, they do eventually pathfind to these solid blocks and then they drop down here. So the first stage, they get sent over this way. And yeah, they're a bit stubborn sometimes. And then over this way. So you'll see here, there is a 1 block gap. The zombies, the baby zombies will fall through there into this one here, and then they just go out this way and fall down into the void. So that's a simple bit, and then everything else comes over this way. Well, zombies will demonstrate what they do. They just fall through this water, and because they are shorter than the chain and the campfire, they will get sent this way and down into that bit that we've already seen down there. And then if we can see a skeleton, plenty of zombies coming through, which is good because that's what I'm trying to kill. Alright, we've got a skeleton, so let's see what happens with the skeleton down here. So again, they will sink through here, creepers go up, and they'll go over there. But the skeleton, same as the zombie, will sink through this bit. But because it's too tall, it will go straight on down that way. It can't get over that way, and it'll just fall down into the void at the moment. And then the creepers and the witches, which we're not going to see the witches because they're very rare, but the creepers go along here, fall down that bit, and they'll fall into the void. And then the witches go straight on, and they go around here and down into that bit. So it's all pretty straightforward. It's just a bit of a process building this, and it did require quite a lot of blocks. I had to go up there to my cobblestone generator and do a lot more of this. And while we're in spectator mode and looking up here, I should show you this. And this is all the way down now. So all these dirt blocks that I placed, it's taken me a while to build this. The grass has spread all the way down. So I need to get some more under here and get this spread all the way to the bottom. But as you can see, we already have passive mob spawning, so this is great news. Need to get this done so we can move on to some better food than baked potatoes. But for now, we have got this mob filter working, and that is great. Oh, I think I just got something good here. Look at that. Just killed this batch, and I think I got... Alright, I need to dump this stuff. Still sorting everything manually at the minute. But there we go, another 2 iron ingots from that one batch. That is brilliant. Never been that lucky with iron, as you know. But that's great. Okay, so the reason I built all this out of stone brick, probably should just mention this, but I am thinking of doing a few builds around here, making this a lot prettier. You know, I like to do a bit of building, but I'm thinking because this is at the bottom of the world and it's where we're killing the mobs, I thought this would look really cool as like a dungeon. Obviously, we're not there yet. We're going to need to rough this up, have a lot of like mossy brick in here and iron bars and stuff. But yeah, building material wise, we are really struggling, so we can't do anything like that fancy yet. But I've laid a base of stone brick and we'll have a lot more of it, having a passageway down here. And it's all going to look really cool eventually. But for now, it's more about function than aesthetics at the moment. So I'm going to have to leave it like it is for now. But with that, I am going to leave it there. I think we made some good progress in this one. Getting this mob filter sorted. Yeah, I know it's not an essential project, but it's been a lot of fun, and I think it's going to be quite useful for when we try and capture these zombie villages. So between episodes, I think all I'm going to do is spread that grass down a little bit. But other than that, we're going to come back and we're going to try and get on with getting some villages. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.